few words despite the loss, but man, we have a champion in the house. Semi-final spot cemented. Sjuush, could you just put into words how it feels to be playing in front of this absolutely incredible crowd?
I mean, it's a one-time experience. That's not really much to say. Like, this is absolutely insane. And also being with Kadian in this crowd, like he feeds off of their energy, and it's really insane to see.
We were talking about the fact that, you know, we saw you at Royal Arena just last year. You were playing up against Astralis, and you were the villains in the house. How does it feel to, you know, have the crowd kind of cheering behind you? Is it like having a sixth man with you?
I mean, it feels amazing. Like we're so used to people booing at us, and also when Navi's on stage, they're gonna feel the same energy like we used to have against them. So I mean, it's exciting to see like how they react to it, but we're definitely loving it. Like we're loving the fans here and their passion for CS, and I mean, the energy that Kadian gives us and he gives to the fans as well. Like it's just so motivating to do even better on the server as well.
I mean, we talk about Kadian, he's obviously a name we're going to mention many times. After this clutch, we see him stand up, talking with the crowd, cheering the crowd. How do you feel at that point? You see your teammate popping off.
I mean, the funny thing is, like in that clutch, he was 1v3 towards back from Monster to T-Spawn. He was saying, "Oh, I'm really feeling some Fallen vibes right here," and then he ends up in clutching it. Like it's such good vibes.
It's actually insane. Look, I think from a tactical standpoint, it felt like Kadian was in Chopper's head. You guys had so many great calls. Do you put it down to preparation, or was it just Kadian feeling it and having a good read of the game?
I mean, it was definitely preparation, but also Kadian feeling the game. You can really feel it different when he feels the game. But also they play very similar to us, and you can feel that when we play against them, that they have like the kind of same reads in game, and they want to stack, they want to make mid-round calls and all those things. So, I mean, we have a pretty good read on how to counter those things, and we also know that they can't counter our pushes as well. So we're just doing our own things.
Right. One final question for me. Yabi was also one of the heroes of this overpass. When he joined the team, there was a lot of expectation and pressure on him. It didn't really work out from the very beginning, but he stepped up massively this time. Do you have a few words for him?
I mean, he's been evolving a lot. I'm not really sure like what made the difference, but we watch our practice every single time we prac, and we want to make like the smallest things even better. And even in the start, we all saw Yabi's potential on the server and how we could really play. And well, he was a little afraid sometimes in the officials, but it got way better like after the blast groups, where we saw our games with communication as well. Like how can we improve as team, and how can he improve as a player as well.
Awesome.
Sjuush, I had just a couple questions for you. One is dealing with this kind of environment. Obviously, you were one of the guys that definitely came up and really made your name in the online era, but now you're doing it on the biggest stage. And I'd say we did see some of the weak points for Heroic last year at the Fall Finals, but now you're able to deliver on a stage like this. Why do you think you were able to make that transition and shed that kind of that onliner sort of title?
I think we're pretty comfortable on stage. Like we've been so used to people being against us, and I mean in practice we've seen so many good results, so it's just about time that they're going to come in officials as well. And when it's gone wrong in officials, we've been looking at that and tried to make a difference, and we can really feel that the difference have come now.
So we haven't actually seen you, though, for a while against a crowd that booed against you, though. So if you have to play against Furia or Na'Vi, do you think you're going to be able to handle that sort of pressure when they're... Because this one, they were decidedly on your side.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're pretty used to it by now. Like, you say it doesn't affect you, but it still affects you a little bit. Sure. But I think we have so much experience with it that it's not going to make that huge of a difference.
One more question. Do you think Kadian's clutch deserves a graffiti?
I mean, definitely. After what he's saying, that I feel the Fallen vibes, and him hitting some flick shots as well. I think it's definitely worthy.
Thank you.
You could do a nice like Fallen Kadian art combo there. There's a lot that you could go with.
And in Brazil, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Brazilian flag. That also really. I'm loving the Brazil shirts you guys are wearing. There's a lot in the crowd too, right?
I mean, I love this shirt. It looks it's so good on me.
Looks great. Looks great.
I love that. Well, huge congratulations on the win. We'll be seeing you in that semi-final. Thank you so much for joining us. But now it is time to check in with